Thank you to Primitive Era 10,000 BC for sponsoring today's video. It helps support the channel and what we're trying to do for you guys greatly. This game's theme is primitive villagers. You will build your village and survive by hunting down and taming wild beasts while expanding your territory using your heroes and troops. I'm going to be playing through the game in the early stages, pointing out some tips along the way to help you progress a little bit faster. And if you're interested in playing it for yourself, be sure to check out the link down in the description below. You can also get some free rewards, including VIP legendary heroes after 7 days login and guaranteed legendary heroes in 30 draws. So when we first start the game, we're going to be introduced to our first heroine, which is Mayor, and she's going to probably guide you through most of this game on what to build, what to unlock next. Now she's kind of asking her Uncle Rudd on what to do first. So he's going to lead her into unlocking the laborer's hut, which requires the clearance of trees, which actually has to be done in order to expand that village. Now that you got that empty space, you'll be guided in order to build that very first building, which is a development building, and it's actually called the laborer hut, which is a very important building because it's going to be required to level up and build other buildings around your village. All right, we're going to go ahead and keep moving through, and we're going to be given our first building, which is actually the living tent. The living tent's very important because it does increase the population of your village by building it and leveling up throughout the game. Now, as we navigate through this tutorial, we're going to be guided by the game throughout multiple tasks in order to unlock the Chief's Hall. That is the goal at the end of each chapter. And now that we've completed the tasks within that original list, we're able to upgrade our Chief's Hall to level 2. And after that, we got a new list of things. Now that we've completed the level 2 upgrade for Chief's Hall, we can now claim a list of rewards offering more resources, as well as a new item, which is the 1-minute speed up, which can be applied to the buildings as you upgrade them and try to complete them faster. Boom! Now we got ourselves a bear and we are under attack. So now she's going to either run or she's going to ask for help. And this is where we're going to be guided through the building of our first barrack. Now we're going to go ahead and click through and do what's on the screen by following the guidance. Instant upgrade for this particular building, and that's going to unlock our infantry barracks, which is actually really cool. And you're going to notice that there's an icon above it that says train. There are multiple levels in regard to the infantry barracks, from level 1 to level 14. And in between, the more important ones are level 2, 5, 10, and 13, because this unlocks higher tiers of your infantry. So you got to make sure that you're using your laborer to make sure that you upgrade these buildings as you progress. But before we do anything, we have to train our army. And these guys look beast mode, huh? I mean, look at these dudes. Oh my gosh. Looks like they're going to try to take it down, but I don't... The bear's strong, but it does get scared off. And then we're going to be guided through some more information about the military and be guided to build our Centennial Camp, which is actually really important because what this guy does is he's going to go out and scout the area. That way we don't find more bears in the process. So we're going to go ahead and confirm that, and he's going to go out and he's going to highlight sections of the base that you can actually clear out. So he's going to go through with his little lantern and everything's going to start popping up here in a second, highlighting new sections of the village that can be explored by her and cleared. Now, these green icons are normally just clearance of trees, but the golden ones are normally new buildings that will be unlocked. But there were a few things that I did off cam that I want to point out to you. We built a farm, which is important for food because our village needs food. And we also built a purifying pool, which purifies or makes clean water. But then a very important building that popped up over here was in fact the Bonfire Plaza. Now, the Bonfire Plaza is actually where the villagers come together and rest and they consume. So they eat their food and they drink their water, but you also need to make sure that you keep it stocked. So when we select it, you're going to see transport, and we're going to transport goods, whether it be food or water. So we got to make sure that we upgrade our farm and upgrade our water purifier and then transport the goods over here to keep our villagers going. Now, after the clearance of more buildings and expanding more of our village, we did did discover our second laborer hut, which is very important because now we can upgrade multiple buildings at once. Instead of just the one, now we can do like two. We can come over here to the bonfire plaza and upgrade it. We are being prompted to go over here to the chief's hut level 3, actually level 2, to upgrade to level 3. Now, when we select it, you're going to notice that there are additional requirements in order to upgrade the chief's hall. So it says right here, level 2 living tent needs to be upgraded. So we can go ahead and select go. It's going to take us over to the living tent, and we're going to go ahead and upgrade it by expending some resources, some food, and more logs. So let's go ahead and do that real fast. Now, we can choose to speed up, but that's not going to happen. I would recommend that you save your speed ups for later on, especially if you get a little impatient, like I tend to do sometimes. But now that we've completed that task, we can go ahead and upgrade our Chief's Hall to level 3, which is going to guide us deeper into our storyline. Now, after getting to Chief's Hall level 3, we're going to unlock the Fortune Teller's Dome, which is actually a really important building because this is where we're going to level up certain things that require production or our army. We got a research section basically. So we're going to be guided into unlocking the rapid production, which is rapid harvesting, rapid axing, rapid extraction, research for more powerful village or a more powerful village. So that's very important that we continue to research things as we go through this process. We just finished one, and it's going to make sure you have an icon above it that says research, and it's going to guide us back over to our farm. Now we can activate our rapid production on the farm and start that. Now it does have a success rate of 75%. I'm sure because it's the tutorial that it's going to be worth it. It's going to actually do it, but sometimes it does not from what I've heard. Let's go ahead and get back into this building right here, which is the Heroes Lodge. Now, unfortunately, we have to go to chapter 5 of the storyline missions in order to build this. And in order to do that, we have to level up our Chief's Hall to level 4. So as you can see, everything is based on the building of certain buildings, leveling up a couple of buildings, and then increasing the level of your Chief's Hall. We're going to go ahead and speed this up because I really want to get into the heroes section of this game, which are very important characters that can help you in battles. Now, once it's built, we can go into it and recruit our very first hero. We have a legendary recruit here. This is a free one, and then we'll be offered other ones like I mentioned earlier. There we go. We just got our first wind summoner, which is Gladys. We did pick up a special item that was involving our heroes. Now we can upgrade our wind summoner with an item that's actually called a magic potion 1. It grants 100 XP to one of our heroes. We can use it and make her stronger by following through this and using that particular item. And after we pass Chief's Hall level 5, we have unlocked the Military Marquee, which is actually a really important building involving your heroes and your troops. Now we can build march queues to go out into the open world. And we're also going to select one of our heroes and add it right here. Now, as you can see right here, there are 2 additional sections where we can drag other warriors once we unlock them. We're going to back out of that, and it's going to give us the option to go out into the open world and take down a beast out here. So when we select that world icon, this is the much larger world, and it's going to give us the task to take down a beast after we navigate through this chapter. And one of the big tasks here is to look for a megalosaurus. He looks like a buck to me, but we can select search and it's going to instantly navigate for that certain level. We're going to go ahead and select that option and we're going to attack. Now this does take a little bit of time when it comes to marching, 15 seconds for this particular one, but as we get deeper into the game, it's going to get much longer sending these troops out. So my recommendation is that if you want to send them out on a quest, just make sure you keep doing it. That way you're not waiting for a really long time and make it a little bit more efficient. And also within this game, there are clans. It's too dangerous to fight alone in the wild. In a clan, you can call your mates to face strong enemies together. So we can do those marches that we just saw a moment ago together with clan mates. Now you can create a clan with you and your friends or whatever, but in this situation, information, we're going to go ahead and select quick join and automatically join a clan. It's got different options here, and it shows you that you have help and salary, research, gifting, which is very important in a lot of these games when it comes to being with clanmates and gifting each other resources, etc. Another building that we just unlocked a few moments ago was the traveling merchant tent. Now this could be very useful in the event that you have a shortage of a particular resource, because with this mode you can go in and trade one resource for another or gold for a resource. You notice that as we upgraded our Chief's Hall, we crossed over into a new chapter, basically being guided through the storyline. Well, you can select this option on the far left, which is upgrade Chief's Hall. It's actually our missions. It's the solo missions. And right now my next mission is to upgrade Chief's Hall to level 7, and then so on and so forth. But there's also daily missions where you can unlock additional resources by completing certain tasks, like train infantry, train archers, train cavalry, etc., etc. There's also main missions like this one right here where it says build 2 times farm, which that's an option. I haven't done so. But then there's also things that we've already completed where we have a bunch of things that we can claim, and I think I'm going to do that right now because like free stuff is always nice. Wow, there's a lot of them. Oh my gosh, look at this. And you'll notice that since we unlocked the military marquee earlier, that we have the march queue now, and we can go into this and start leveling this up. Now, as we level up the warfare chief, we can unlock those boxes that we saw earlier in the military march. Once we do that within our fortune teller's dome, we can actually add more and make our armies larger. Also, there's a new fishing feature in the game where you can catch fish and sell them for different values based on how rare they are, which leads me back to pointing out on the right side of your screen, there is a section where it says events. Don't forget to check your events because there's a lot of options for more resources to help speed up your game, and they do have time limits on some of these. But you see it says hero growth, complete specific missions to earn points and win rich rewards, and we have a lot of different rewards here like 20,000 gold, Magic Potion 3, which is applied to the heroes, 1,000 food, 5-minute training speed up. All these things do add up and do contribute to your massive list up top of resources, which is going to come in really handy for building up your village. So when it comes to primitive era 10,000 BC, it's really just making sure that you keep your resources going, like you keep collecting those resources, you keep training your troops for those raids to go out into the open world and take down larger troops and higher level troops and stuff, as well as upgrading things within your fortune teller's dome, which is going to come in really handy to increase the power of the troops and your villagers and growing this thing into something massive. And if you'd like to download Primitive Era 10,000 BC, there will be a link down in the description. And thank you to them again for sponsoring today's video. It does help support our channel greatly.